Number 7, May 28, 2016, recycling race request. And as you know, we've been doing this for a couple of years. You'll have it in your packet. And I have Dan Jackson as the...
I just wanted to mention that, you know, we have had, I think some of you know this, kind of like a little controversy, but quasi-controversy, if there's such a thing, about whether or not, you know, the businesses really benefit from closure on Saturday morning. In fact, they're talking about occupying the streets from approximately 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. beyond Somerset Street, Thompson Street, 2nd Street, 2nd Avenue, 1st Street, Wall Street. So, not to object, but I certainly think you may want to think about that before you give permission to the tour of Somerville Recycling Series Race Coordinator.
And I agree with you on that, because I get kickback from my barber who's on Main Street. Saturday's a busy day for him, and nobody can get into his, you know, his place. They think it's closed. So I don't have a problem revisiting this, but I think we should contact the businesses that are affected by it.
Well, it's interesting, in the December Economic Development Committee meeting, I happened to be, as mayor-elect, I guess, at that point in time, invited to speak. and one of the items that they spoke about was the issue of they were interested in having a cycling race, but they were very interested in the routing of the cycling race. Now, there is a meeting, because I know you're on that with me, but there's a meeting on tomorrow night. Tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. And we'll visit that tomorrow night, and would like to get back if that's okay with the council.
Yeah, that's good, but just for a point, I agree with Andy that it does seem to be a problem. I do know when I had a conversation with the chief the other day, the chief seems to think that that's a big problem, a big manpower usage, and that we don't seem to get much back for it. So maybe the chief would have something to add to it.
You know, I got another question to add right here. Because we closed the street, so DPW and you guys, do we pay for that, or do they pay for that, or?
Borough pays for
I'm sure we pay for it.
I don't know. Sometimes other people pay for it.
And it's down to Thompson Street?
Yes.
Yes.
I'll get you there. Chief, you have some comments? As Councilman
It's
York?
just, we've seen it over the years, and it's not heavily attended.
No.
And we hear it all the time from the businessmen too, that we're shutting them down, and the police department, we act for the council. You know, and it's your decision, and we'll do whatever you want, but, you know, we take the brunt of the blame.
Understand?
Can't they create a route that doesn't use something?
Well, this was the point of the business community in December, but it's what happened, of course, was that they meet, I think, every 2 months, if I'm not mistaken.
Right,
And
yeah.
so this is the first meeting after the December meeting, and we're having it tomorrow night. And what I would suggest is that we will have it downstairs. As a matter of fact, we're going to have it downstairs.
Yeah.
That's obviously up for discussion, and they were, the few, I say the few because of the number of businesses that we have, but it was reasonably well attended in December. I think there were probably, well, you were there, maybe 20, 30 people there in December? So something like that. So, I mean, it's reasonably attended, but not relative to the entire business community in town. But in essence, there seemed to be some, for lack of a better word, interest if they could essentially not close down their businesses on Main Street, if I may put it that way. So, but that's aside from the point that you and the chief made. So, in essence, I think we'll have our meeting, and then we'll report back, and I hope that this can wait until 2 more weeks. That's fair? Fair enough?